Hey there, this is a video for Coleman Moving Systems. My name's Tim Archer and I am a local web guy up in Encinitas. I help local businesses around San Diego improve their websites to make them more revenue. So what I wanted to do is just take a few minutes here and just show you a couple changes you can make to the website that'll have you bringing in more customers from the internet. So actually, first thing I'd like to do is start out on Google. So if we go to a new tab, bring up Google, if we search for Moving Company San Diego, first thing you'll notice is the paid AdWords and how these work. The top spots here are basically you got to pay to play. So you pay Google every time a consumer clicks on one of these ads and comes to the website. And that's whether they actually end up being a paying customer or not. So typically, while that's a good quick solution, it's not something you want to use long term to get customers, and you're not going to see a great ROI there. But actually, most consumers skip right past the ads anyways, just because that's what we're trained to do. But if you keep moving down the page, next you'll see the local map pack results. And actually, over 40% of searches end up going to one of the companies in the local map pack results. And just to kind of show you how powerful being in the map pack is, if we open yet another tab and we look up the top competitor, Priority Moving, they had the top spot in the map pack. If we look at their Google Plus profile, we can actually see how many impressions they've had on their website. And if you see this number right here, 530,000, wow, that's more than I expected actually. They've had 500,000 impressions on their website just from being in that top map spot. So if you can imagine, even let's assume only let's say 10% of that actually came to the website. That's 53,000 customers on the website. And yet again, if we say only 10% of the people coming onto the website actually became paying customers, that's over 5,000 new jobs that Priority Moving has had as a result of having that map spot. So if you can multiply that 5,000 by however many dollars the average moving job gets you, that kind of shows you just how valuable one of those map spots are. So from there, you might be asking yourself, well, how come they have a map spot and I don't? Actually, there's a few different factors that go into whether or not Google gives you a map spot. One of the first and most important factors is what's called having a mobile friendly or mobile responsive website. Just a quick fact, over 60% of searches actually happen from cell phones nowadays. So it's really important to have a site that's user-friendly from a cell phone. Because not only is a consumer more likely to call you if you have a mobile-friendly website, but Google actually gives you preference in the search results if your site is set up to be used on a cell phone. So I actually ran a test already on the Coleman Moving website, and this is Google's own test. You can see the Google developers right here. And this just tells me whether the site's mobile friendly or not. And as you can see, this is kind of what the website looks like from a cell phone. It's kind of condensed in that small little box right there. The text is too small to read. The links are a little bit too close together. So it's just not a very user-friendly experience right now. And additionally, Google sees that and says, uh-oh, this site is not mobile friendly, so we're not going to show this site to searchers on a cell phone. So that's one way I would recommend you get more search results is to upgrade the site to a mobile friendly platform. And if you've got a web designer, that's great. I would have them do that immediately. If not, though, that's something I can definitely help you out with. I can have a mobile-friendly site up and running for you in as little as 24 hours, really. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Moving back to Google, though, um, option, or I should say, factor number two in ranking in the local map pack is what are called citations. And citations are basically the equivalent to votes for your website. And a citation or a local listing is basically just a directory that contains a listing of your name, address, and phone number for your business. Something like maybe Yellow Pages or Manta or even Yelp or Facebook, those all count as citations. And the more citations you have throughout the internet, the more votes you have for your website. And Google picks up on how many citations you have, and if you outdo the competition as far as the number of citations, the more likely you are to grab a map spot here. And so I actually have a program that tells me how many citations your business has, as well as how many the competitors have. So if that's something you're interested in, finding out how many citations currently exist for your business and maybe seeing what it would take to outrank the competition, that's something I can also help you out with. So that's the local map pack. So like I said, about 40% of searches go here, about 20% come to the AdWords up here, and that leaves the remaining 40% down here for the organic search results. The map pack and the organic results down below account for the great majority of where consumers go to when they search for something. And the organic results have a different set of factors that go into consideration when you're trying to get your business listed there. One of the most important factors and one of the most overlooked factors is actually content on your website. And homepage content specifically is very important. Most businesses you'll see don't have much content on your homepage. Like you've got this small paragraph right here, but Google really wants to see that you're an authority in the service that you provide, and it wants you to prove that by having lots and lots of great content on your homepage. Just to kind of back that example up, if we go back to Google, let's open a new tab. Basically, any item you search for, or almost any search term in general, Wikipedia, I'm sure you've heard of them, is going to be listed in the results. So if we search for any random search term, let's search for, I don't know, let's search for goat cheese. I had a salad earlier and I had goat cheese on it. So if we search for goat cheese, look at that. Number one spot right there, Wikipedia. Why is Wikipedia listed number one for goat cheese? Because look at all this content they have on the page about goat cheese. They've shown Google that they are the leading authority when it comes to information on goat cheese, and for that reason, they've got that number one spot there. So that's another recommendation I would make for you is write out some lengthy, compelling content for the homepage. I'd suggest at least 500 words, and then also add more pages to the services. So maybe short distance moving or long distance moving, because the more pages Google sees, again, the more trust and authority it has that you are a leading provider of moving services. So more content and more pages is definitely going to be a plus. And then one other thing that goes into consideration when ranking for a organic search result, so trying to get into these spots, is what's called backlinks. And backlinks are just kind of similar to citations. They count as votes towards your website. So the more backlinks you have from other websites, the more votes Google sees, and the more likely they are to list you in a maps or organic spot. I've actually got another tool, got all kinds of fun tools. It's called Majestic, and it tells me the amount of backlinks or votes that your site has. So if I run colemanmoving.com through the tests, compare, it tells me there are currently 78 referring domains or 78 votes coming in towards your website. That's pretty good actually. That's more than most local businesses have. But if we search for priority, see if I can spell this, .com, and we look to see how many backlinks they have coming in. They have 155 referring domains coming in, or 155 votes. And for that reason, that's just another reason they have one of those top spots, is because they're outdoing the competition right now in terms of the number of votes for their site. So if you're interested in getting some more votes for your site, that's something I can do for you and something I'd be happy to help you out with. So yeah, hopefully you guys have learned a couple valuable pieces of information here that can really make a difference for your business. I'd also like to extend again an offer of helping you out with these things. So I'll list my contact information below. My cell is 440 935 5219, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you.